Alright, so remember when I said last time after beating Courtney that there's 4 battles left until we never see Team Magma again? Technically that's true, we do fight 4 more trainers, but in reality there's only 2 battles left. As soon as we go through this door behind Courtney, we are going to be put into a 3-trainer gauntlet. 3 battles back to back to back, same leads, no healing for all of them. Got a line. This should work really well. And yeah, other than the last Pokemon of the 3rd battle, I think we got this. It's pretty straightforward, so let's do it. I have the option to say no? Alright, for real this time, let's do it. Okay. The only scary thing in the first 2 battles. Okay, there's 3 battles, there's 7 Pokemon. The only single scary thing in the first 6 Pokemon is right here. This Armaldo is holding Bright Powder. We do not have an accuracy boosting move. We are pre-damaged because we need to be pre-damaged for the later fights. I will explain when we get there. For now, we're just going to click Liquidation and hope we don't miss. Because if we miss, I honestly think we might be dead here if this misses. And let me check. If this misses, are we just dead? Earthquake max damage roll is 95, so anything that isn't Earthquake crit will not kill us. So, yeah, we're pre-damaged to 96 for the 3rd fight, but being 96 HP right now is actually perfect because this Armaldo can't kill us without crit. Alright, just don't miss. Beautiful. We are holding a Mystic Water so that Liquidation always kills. This is going to be Rotom Heat. And against Rotom Heat, we're just going to click Liquidation again. And that's the entire first trainer. That's it. That's all. That's all it was for the first battle. White Herb Bug, don't worry about it. Trainer number 1 down. Okay, so this is reason number 1 why Urshifu is pre-damaged. This Machamp has a Quick Claw, and it also has Bulk Up. Because Urshifu is pre-damaged, this is always Dynamic Punch. We're going to switch to Golisopod. Golisopod is pre-damaged, so that minimum roll from Dynamic Punch always activates Emergency Exit. And because of no guard, Dynamic Punch will never miss. Crit would have been bad because Golisopod is potentially how we beat the last Pokemon of the last trainer. So health on Golisopod's important. On the emergency exit, we are going to bring out Sneasler. We are going to fake out this Machamp just for a little bit of chip damage. Now we are going to click Knock Off. This is either Bulk Up or Dynamic Punch. This is 60% Dynamic Punch, 40% Bulk Up. Actually, this is never Bulk Up. We have a fast 2-hit kill, so this is never a setup move. So this is always Dynamic Punch. We are holding a Persimberry so that we negate the confusion. If Quick Claw activates and we get hit beforehand, it's fine. Knock Off is going to get rid of the Quick Claw for the rest of the battle. There we go. Because regardless of whether or not Quick Claw activates, we're always getting hit by Dynamic Punch this turn, so we needed the Persimberry to avoid confusion. And now that we've knocked off the Quick Claw, we don't have to worry about getting hit by Dynamic Punch. We always kill with Close Combat from here. Fake Out into Knock Off into Close Combat always kills Machamp. The second battle is the most complicated of the three by far. This is either Flare Blitz or Flying Gem boosted Acrobatics out of Talonflame, both kill. We're going to switch into Overquill to not only take the attack, but also to hit this thing with an Intimidate. We want to see Acrobatics here, but honestly, I don't think it matters. Alright, there's the Flying Gem boosted Acrobatics. And now this Talonflame can do absolutely nothing. This is now -1 attack Talonflame. This could be Flare Blitz, it could be Acrobatics, it could be Will-O-Wisp, it could even be Sword Dance. It doesn't matter because we're going to switch into Slowbro, who walls this thing completely. Like, the only possible way that we could be in danger is if it had clicked Sword Dance right there, and then this would have been +2. The only way we could have been in danger is it would have had to click Swords Dance on that previous turn, and then here, with +2 Talonflame, it would need to be a crit, and even with a crit with +2 attack, it'd be 50-50 to kill. We have taught Slowbro Hydro Pump. We have a zoom lens, so this never misses. We always kill with Hydro Pump. And I'm realizing that Slowbro is actually super good utility Pokemon. Because just in the fights here in the Space Center, Slowbro has learned Seismic Toss, and then we replaced that with Fire Blast, and then we replaced it with Icy Wind, and now we've replaced it again with Hydro Pump. So Slowbro and Overquill actually getting a lot of use these last couple battles. I really like that a lot of my not great Pokemon are having a chance to shine. Like, Infernape? I haven't even brought Infernape to a single battle yet. You know, the Pokemon like that I always bring to everything. Bringing a lot of others now. This Bisharp? Bisharp also always feels like a Pokemon that every time it pops up in Run and Bun it has a Focus Sash. This one doesn't. We just outspeed and kill this with Brick Break. This is going to bring in Galarian Weezing. And this right here is the reason that Urshifu is pre-damaged to exactly 96 HP and not another HP amount. At 96 HP, this is always Sludge Bomb. This cannot be anything other than Sludge Bomb, and because this is only ever Sludge Bomb, we switch to Metagross and take 0 damage. We're gonna kill this Weezing with Meteor Mash. The final Pokemon, the scariest Pokemon of this entire gauntlet, in the back is a Focus Band Guzzlord. Best case scenario is we get an attack boost off of this Meteor Mash because it opens up a lot more possibilities and makes the Guzzlord a lot less scary. But we always kill this Weezing with Meteor Mash. Give me a lucky attack boost. No. Okay. Alright. This Guzzlord's got a Focus Band, so that's why this thing is scary. If we'd have had an attack boost from that Meteor Mash, +1 attack Hammer Arm always kills Guzzlord. Minimum damage would be 510. This thing has 507 HP. Worst case scenario would be it would activate Focus Band and we would lose our Muscle Band, but I can't remember the last time I used Muscle Band. I'm using it here because I needed to boost my Steel-type Meteor Mash damage for the Weezing. And it also just happened to help on the Guzzlord, but like specific type damage boosting items are so much more useful at this point in the game. And after this, we're one fight away from getting choice items. This is always knockoff from Guzzlord, so that's why +1 Hammer Arm, if it lived, we would lose an item. So, since this is knockoff, we're going to go into Overquill, we're going to resist this, and we're going to put an Intimidate on this thing. Now this is always clicking Earthquake. Earthquake is highest damaging move on Overquill. We're going to switch to Golisopod. And now for the second time in this attempt, the well-known bug in Run and Bun that allows Golisopod to use emergency exit more than once in a battle is going to completely screw me over. The Golisopod glitch, for any who don't know, if Golisopod activates emergency exit and then later in the battle gets its HP back over 50% in Run and Bun, it can use emergency exit again in regular Pokemon that's not supposed to happen. That's why it makes Golisopod one of the best Pokemon in Run and Bun. Because if you just activate emergency exit and have a citrus berry or something like that, you can get 2 emergency exits every battle. If you leech life and heal enough, you could potentially get even more. It's super broken, it's why Golisopod is so good. This is now the second battle in Run and Bun where it completely screws me over, because if that glitch did not exist, I would just stand here clicking Leech Life, and I would be able to out-heal this Guzzlord, and even if it has a Focus Band proc at the end, I could just Sucker Punch it again, and with how much we'd heal, we'd have probably 2 more turns to kill it. It would have to get 3 Focus Bands in a row to survive, which would just never happen. But because of the glitch, if I click Leech Life right now, Guzzlord is going to click Dragon Rush, and Dragon Rush will always activate Emergency Exit, and I don't get any damage off. So, I have to click First Impression if I want to get any damage off here. First Impression crit... Does crit ever kill? Crit is 15 and 16 to kill. But that doesn't really matter because we're not expecting this to kill. Well, that's awkward. I forgot Dragon Rush could miss. Well, had I known Dragon Rush was going to miss, we would have clicked Leech Life. We'd be at full health right now, and we would just kill because Guzzlord wouldn't be able to activate Emergency Exit from full health. I guess we just Leech Life. Maybe it misses again. Because it still has Focus Band, which is what we're here to worry about. Okay. I think I might be the only Run and Bun player that's had more than one battle where the Golisopod emergency exit glitch has actually made it more difficult instead of easier. From here, I think the play is we're going to go back into Metagross. I think that's the right play here. Because now, from this HP, we always kill with Meteor Mash, and again, if Focus Band activates, this is knockoff. We might lose the Muscle Band, but honestly, at this point in the game, I don't really think that'd be the end of the world. Well, there we go. No Focus Band. And only one more battle until we never see Team Magma again. Keep it going.